Train to Chicago. Hello, I'm Becky.
I'm Cheryl, and we are Two Pearls in a Pod. This is episode number 5. I don't think we said it was episode number 4 on our 4th episode, but this is episode number 5 of our little knitting adventure podcast. Mm-hmm. And since we were with you last, we went on a journey. But before we talk about our journey, we are going to talk about the party that Becky has had in her mailbox.
Wow.
I had a small party.
We haven't podcasted for a long time, so I had a lot in my mailbox. My mailbox got a little clogged up. Mm-hmm. So, where do I start? Well, I'll start with the one you have. We got our grocery girls. What did they call this?
It was like an Ocean's bag or something. I don't know. I didn't take mine out.
But I took mine out of the bag.
I left mine in the bag.
Beautiful yarn. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. A little Notions bag.
It's so fun to get the little presents in the bag. And I remember they sent a message out saying like, oh, like, we're sorry, but it's going to be a little bit late. And I'm like, oh, no need to be sorry. Like,
no.
I didn't.
This is Pom Pom Pucker. Is that the name of it? Or
Hand and Body Balm. I'm like, what is it? Yeah. It's not like, oh, that smells really good. Holy moly.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Show that up there, yeah.
That smells really good.
And of course, we both ordered this.
And I don't know, did we talk about ordering it or
I think we both just did it.
But because we've seen it on the
grocery
we're bad. And then I was like, holy cow, I gotta get. I have FOMO. I have serious fear of missing out. So I did not want to miss out.
So there was that in the mailbox. And
this is really cute.
Lollipop yarn, which I have bought their sock yarn before and
many times
failed to make any socks out of it yet. But look at how cute it comes.
Yeah, that is really cute.
Even though we live in Ohio, my husband is a big Seattle Seahawks fan, and this just reminded me of it. So
those colors are really nice.
Aren't they pretty?
I wish my husband liked somebody that didn't have brown and orange for their colors.
You like orange.
I do, but I don't like brown and orange. I don't like brown. Mm. Like, how often do you see me wear something tan?
Right.
Never. Like, I never.
That's all right.
I never really wear tan. And so the Cleveland Browns, plus we're always rebuilding. And so Sundays in the fall are no bueno in the Pratt household. He's usually crabby
but you have to say Browns fans are
loyal,
die-hard loyal.
Yes,
fans.
They are loyal
and big in our area. Like our area.
And he and they won some last year, so he had
it was a good year for the Browns.
He was at the game where it was on a Thursday night where they won. Him and his brother at the last minute decided to get tickets. And they went to the game and they won. Because he texted me like at 11:45. He was so excited about. And that's 11:45 at the midnight hour when I'm in bed sleeping. Mm. And he texted me and I was thinking like, dude, I don't think I answered him.
It was an exciting night.
He was very
for
excited.
Our area. So one of the other things I got in the mail is this bag.
So last podcast we talked about no bags.
This was ordered before that. Mm-hmm. It really was. Okay. I swear. But
that is so really cute. And who is that from? Was that Etsy?
Knit One and Sew Two embroidery.
Yeah, that is really cute.
So yes, it was Etsy. And
that is really cute.
It is just really cute.
So now after this, you shouldn't be seeing any more Becky bags.
No. I'm on a bag diet. Mm-hmm. So, and we haven't podcast since I joined a club, Backyard Chickens.
Andrea, here is the chicken club. Karen, stand by,
here
Karen. Andrea, here's the chicken club.
2 segments. First one, and it came with a
Hugh logo
patch.
I have a little bit of FOMO about this.
It's a 6-month club. So 1.
Was this a one payment deal?
It was. 1 chicken. Hey, we had chickens. This costs less than our chickens. It costs less than the chicken coop.
Where's that chicken coop at now?
Yes. So then the next
this one is I have total FOMO of this.
This was March. And April. Here's April's yarn. Can you see it?
Yeah, it looks good.
And
I have total FOMO.
Bag.
I have total FOMO.
So I'm really loving the colors, and which are not normally my colors, but the Grocery Girls go with it so nice too. And I'm thinking
Grocery Girls is Yarn Ink, I think, right?
Yes.
This is the Amore set. It was Yarn Ink.
But look
those
at the
look
colors
really good together.
So I'm thinking this could be Andrea Mowry.
Oh yeah,
Find my fade.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
So
we'll see what's next.
Find your fade. So you don't have to go out shopping to buy more.
I don't have to find it. It's coming to me in the mail.
Okay.
Every month for 6 months.
So you just don't need to go shopping with me anymore. No more yarn stores.
No more yarn for me.
Whatever. I don't.
So I'll keep all this stuff in my big bag that you want so bad.
I do have a bag envy going on. That's really cute.
So my grandkids, they got some new chickens because a mink ate all their flock.
Oh.
And
what kind of chickens did they get?
I'm not sure what they got.
Did they get the same kind that they had before? What were those other ones?
Well, they had guinea hens or guineas, and we're back.
We're back. We're struggling with technology. So I'm talking about the Fiber Fest in Ann Arbor. This was, like I said, this was on sale for $15. And the pattern was, not that one. The pattern, it was so cute. It was called Christmas Clothesline. And it had little stockings and little Christmas stuff, and it was really cute. And I thought it would really, inspire me to knit socks.
Yeah, because it is April-ish. April. Anyway.
I feel judgment coming.
No, we were going to try and do, well, I set a goal of 6 pair of socks for this year. So 2 months for a pair. And I have yet to finish a whole pair. I have 3 in the works, but
I'm not doing very well with that. But I did we had goldfish. We finished goldfish. We've made some finishes, but socks are just life happens and socks are not happening. So then this colorway, I think this one was $20. And she
hold that
had,
so you can see the little speckles in it here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's so nice. I'm trying to think here. The pattern was Gauge of Aquarius, Gauge of Aquarius, and maybe we can put this in the notes, or you could.
Okay.
You don't have a mouse in your pocket. We all know you do the show notes.
Well, I'm not so good at it, but we could always do them on Ravelry if somebody was more into Ravelry.
But on Ravelry, she had, this is Gauge of Aquarius, and it could either be a hat or a cowl, and I'm going to make the cowl out of that. I loved this. I thought that was really cute. So that was my first purchase from her. I don't remember. I'm losing my mind. So then.
You did both your ones from this.
Yeah. So that was those two. Then, and I did not take this. This is. It says, "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" It's Retold Yarns. The pattern.
So pretty.
It was a cowl. Oh, I guess I think so. And Megan Brown is the name of this business owner. She was very, very nice to talk to. I really enjoyed talking to her. And this was really inexpensive. I'm thinking it was $20. Maybe 24, 25. I thought it was just 20. That is one of my favorite. The springtime show up there is definitely one of my favorites. Becky has always got excuses to not go to that with me.
For some reason, I'm always sick for it. I don't know.
Always got some
I started
reason.
taking a multivitamin. I think, oh, that's from my phone. I started taking a multivitamin, so I'm hoping that helps me, and I don't know.
So I need a sheep fair isle hat. I don't know, and I don't.
Probably shouldn't show the graph either.
Yeah, so
But you can show that little.
the
black
lady
and white.
did these things in this little thing. So there's to make this hat. This was $18. She had a cowl also, and it was $20. I didn't get
I
both.
thought we weren't going to talk about prices
Well, I'm talking about prices because
it was a good deal.
this was. If we don't talk about prices, it was no bueno. And we don't want anybody to know how much we really spent. So I thought this was really cute. She's going to be in Worcester at the Great Lakes Fiber Festival event, which is the weekend of Memorial Day. It's Saturday and Sunday of Memorial Day. Our plan is to go Sunday, right? We're going to go Sunday morning.
Yes.
Because last year we went Sunday morning, and we went before. Did we go to that on Saturday before?
You did. That was last year was my first year there.
Oh, yeah, because
And
you
we went early
abandoned me that year, too,
Sunday.
because of that strep
I
throat.
think that was my strep throat one. Yeah.
And that was when my hubby went with me.
Never hear the end of that.
And he met the alpacas that when they want to go home, they go, they make the noise. So he makes that noise whenever he wants to go home. He actually does this other thing when he wants to go home. And he'll be like, oh, my back is killing me. He never does that in a Harley store. It's only like in a yarn store or at a yarn event. He does that. Okay, so then there is a lady that owns a store out east, and it's called the Flaming Ice Cube. She was at this event, and she is making shawl pins. These were
Those are beautiful.
really pretty. This one is for me. This one is a gift for somebody in my family that I'm making for. And I doubt that my family watches this. I could even probably say who it was for, but
You better not.
I'm not going to. So she had those. And what was, how stinking cute is this? So this lady, this individual makes these, it's like a yarn bag. And she said that she designed the fabric and then had the fabric printed, which made me wonder about the pearls.
Yes, and I did that, but I don't know where it is right now. I have to look for it. But I made the design too big, so I gotta
This lady
work on that again.
had this fabric, and she only had a couple of these left. People were buying these crazy. The company is called Cheryl's Cats, and it is spelled exactly like I spell my name.
So yes, you should have more of her stuff.
Oh, so it was so
Cheryl's
cute.
not on a bag diet.
Cheryl's Cats. I never purported to be on a bag diet. You're going to have FOMO when I'm out buying all my bags. I'm going to just go buy bags this weekend maybe. This is her business card, and she's on Etsy.
I have to look her up.
She was,
Even though I can't buy any.
You're not buying any bags.
No.
So she might have had 3 or 4. This might have been the 4th bag. She didn't have hardly any of these left. People were buying these.
And it draws drawstring.
Yeah, the drawstring. You can drawstring it, or you could fold it over to work out of it. This is really unusual for like socks or maybe a hat, a smaller project. Not my Odyssey cowl will not fit in there. The other thing I got was this is to hold like a chapstick. I'm always afraid
I like
I'm
one
going to
with
lose my chapstick.
my lipstick in it.
Well, you could put your lipstick in this, but she had this orange one. She did not have an orange bag, or I probably would have bought the orange bag, but she didn't. So this was, I just thought this fabric was cute. She had some other fabrics that were cute.
Maybe I need to be a restriction, like only bags with
orange, or only bags with cats,
or only bags with drawstrings.
Why do you want to restrict yourself? You know what?
Know.
YOLO. You only live once.
I'm trying to save for
Rhinebeck. Rhinebeck is 6 months away. 6 months this weekend. We're going to be in Rhinebeck. We're going to be going to Needles Up on the Friday of Rhinebeck.
Okay. Do we have to register for that?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
don't be telling me maybe we should be getting our crap together earlier. You know how that goes. You know how I feel about that.
So, yes. Now what are we going to talk about? That was Michigan Fiber Fest. I talked about my chickens.
So, yeah, Michigan Fiber Fest, if you're in the Ann Arbor area, it's a good fiber show. So then 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow, we hopped on a train in Toledo, Ohio, and 4.5 hours later, we were in Chicago.
Yay!
And did you love it? You'd go back again, right?
Oh, I would go back again.
I would go back again, and it was a learning thing. I would change a few things that we did.
To get a treadmill so I can keep up with you.
We went to YarnCon.
It was very fun. It was
oh my
star-studded day.
It was. I have goosebumps still.
Show your YarnCon pin.
So YarnCon. That was as soon as we went in the door, I didn't want to have FOMO of missing out on my pin.
YarnCon
so
pins.
YarnCon pin. We each got one of those. I have a total pin thing. And then while at YarnCon, Yarnify is a store in the Chicago area, and I went there when we went in January, but I didn't have my pin fetish going on yet, and so I got the Yarnify from there, and one of their employees designed this, they said.
So you're going to keep all your pins on that bag?
I think the fringe is the way to go.
I do too.
Because this is always in another bag, and
I almost want to put just a little dab of glue on there. I'm afraid I'm going to lose
seems like such a commitment though.
I know, but
if you put glue on it, then what happens if...
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I don't want to lose them. I guess if I lost one, I'd
have to go back to where we came from.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, my thought is that this bag is always in another bag. On my twig and horn bag, this bag, sometimes I worry about these and I put some baseball pins on here from the baseball parks we were at. Or Harley dealers, that's the other thing. I guess I do have a sheep pin on there. I don't want to talk about that because that denotes where I work, and I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
No talking about
All right. So YarnCon was amazing, and we got to meet some of our podcast people. We watch their podcasts, so that was fun. And just from watching them and then meeting them, you felt like you knew them, I think.
And I had a little bit of a fangirl moment.
She did. I wish I would have got that on video. I think she did a pirouette.
I did a little spin. I was so excited. Yes. So it was afternoon, and it was a long day. We were tired, and
we were sitting down regrouping.
And I was trying to think about going to a yarn store, because that's all I ever think about is my next yarn store. I do have a problem with that. So
that is no lie.
We're sitting there, and I'm on my app, and we were with 2 other people, and I'm trying, and everybody was tired. And we had spent some money, and I don't actually, YarnCon wasn't
going off. Scooch over a little.
YarnCon wasn't the worst ever.
Yeah, snuggle a little.
YarnCon wasn't the worst. I could have done way better. And again, I didn't feel that the greatest. I was a little bit under the weather, so that kept my bank account intact more than if it would have.
Joy and Ursula were with us, and we kept making them photograph us with other podcasters. Sorry, girls.
So we who were the first? Wait, who did we meet first?
Well, first I think.
Wait, I'm scattered because I was talking about the afternoon. We're sitting down.
Okay. Yes.
And Brooklyn Boy Knits walked by, and I'm like, I sit down and I say to Becky, I go, "Is that Brooklyn Boy Knits?"
So she shows me his picture on her phone.
I'm getting on Instagram, or I'm on Facebook, and I'm like,
yes. Is that him?
I'm like, is that him?
I think it's him.
I think it's him.
Do you think it's him?
And I'm like, so I jump up and I go over and talk to him.
Let's go ask him.
And I did.
She ran over there, and I gotta tell you, Lewis is the best at hugs.
Yes.
He's a good hugger.
Just an incredible person.
Oh, so sweet.
So we talked a little bit about, he does a lot of outreach in New York City. I think it's New York City, or where in New Jersey and New York City, I believe. He does a lot of outreach with school age people, girls and boys. And I think from what I've seen, what I researched on him, from in grade school all the way up. And I think that I would like to do some outreach with some kids in our area of Ohio and teach them to knit. Because if somebody doesn't teach people, this art is going to die. Like it's going to die if we don't get out there and start teaching people. And I think it would give them confidence. It would help them. I don't know. I just think it's helped me a lot. Like knitting, doing the Michelle Hunter book, the building blocks, build my confidence in knitting and in things like that. And knitting can help with math. It can help with all sorts of things.
Reading, math,
so
problem solving. Like not losing your crap when you're. I had a little lost my crap moment last night, but I got it back together. Yeah. Thanks to a lifeline that was encouraged. So we go up to him and ask him, or we said, "Are you?" I think you said.
I'm like, "Are you Brooklyn Boy Knits?" And he was like, "Yeah," and he gave me a hug. And
I got a hug. I was a little disappointed because I didn't get a Cece hug, and you did. I was a little jealous.
Cece was there.
So he moves out of the way, and he goes, "And Cece's here." So that's when Cheryl did a spin.
Oh, I spun around. I was so excited, and she gave me the best hug ever. And we talked a little bit, and just wonderful. And Cece is going to be starting a podcast called Cece Knits the World, is what I think she's going to call it. And so I'm looking forward to. I keep checking to see if her podcast has come out yet, and it hasn't. It hasn't
and when
quite
we do,
yet.
We'll put a link for that.
So it was so. Oh my gosh! It was such. I had a total fangirl moment. It was so exciting.
I'll put in some photographs of us too.
Can I show?
Yeah, you can show. I like to edit me out a little bit so I look half the size. But
I hope this shows on my phone. Will that work? That was us.
It was so fun.
At YarnCon.
So then we also met Katie Jack's Knits.
So this meeting Brooklyn Boy and Cece happened in the afternoon. Our first was Katie Jack's was our first?
Yes.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And because we spotted Christy Glass. And I have to say, like, fangirl moment, I say to Christy Glass, which I am tall, and I say, I didn't expect you to be that tall.
Well, and
which
Christy,
was so weird.
Christy Glass took this picture of us.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, let me take your picture."
Like we wanted her in the picture too, except she takes really good pictures. So she took our picture.
And you should, if you don't watch Katie and Jack's Knits, they are so funny.
Oh yeah,
and
I love
very
them.
Sweet.
From Wisconsin.
Yes.
We've got to do a retreat with you guys.
Yes.
Like we need to do a retreat. So then we had a picture taken with Christy Glass. Yeah, she was tall. Apparently, I am not tall.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Well, I'm tall, but I just was surprised.
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
Yeah. And then 3-ply.
3-ply, which they're local to the Chicago. They're like from a suburb of Chicago. And when I was in Chicago,
was so sweet.
I did not get to go to the store that they always podcast out of, or their home store. I did not get to go there. It was disappointing. Should I show that? This was...
Oh, yeah. Show a picture.
YarnCon was...
And in the morning when we first got there, it was so busy you could hardly get in the booths. But in the afternoon, it cleared out a little bit.
Because we kind of went in the morning and we looked around. I think... I didn't buy a whole lot in the morning. Did you? We bought the pins to start with because I was afraid they were going to be gone.
I was a little overwhelmed. I didn't buy a lot at all, which is...
She made an announcement.
Oh, you have that pin on the stitch marker that I said I couldn't find.
She made
Progress Keeper.
The announcement on the train that she was not going to be buying any bags. And
that was hard. I stuck to it though.
She did, and I'm proud of her. I thought for sure because I got to show something. I think we both bought these early too. This was from Heidi and Lana.
Yeah,
we stopped by and visited with Margaret for a little bit, and so this Progress Keeper. And you bought...
And I got some jewelry from her, which are Progress Keeper and some stitch markers.
And you could add more to that also. Would be really pretty.
So,
her stuff is really pretty.
Yes, it's very pretty.
So we have a cat that wants to join in our podcast. She coming up?
She won't let me hold her, but we'll introduce her.
So this is Darla.
This is lovely Darla, who does not like to be held. She
that,
likes to sit in your lap. But
is that who had the outfit on when you sent the picture?
Yes.
You should put that. She doesn't look very happy.
No, she doesn't.
Hi,
Hi,
Darla.
Say hi to everybody.
She's like, put me down or I'm going to poop on your pillow. So that, like, in the early part of the day, that was like, didn't buy a whole lot. I made, and a lot of times when we go to these things, we'll go through and we'll make a loop through and then go back to make purchases, unless it's something crazy. Then,
but we were afraid those would be all gone,
and they were by the end of the day. There were no YarnCon pins left.
Well, and the Progress Keeper was.
Yeah, the Progress Keeper. Yeah, I don't think she had any of those left either.
So I bought a few other things because I needed needles to finish something on the way home. And I needed a size 4, so we got these, or I got these wooden needles that are from
Indian Lake.
Indian Lake.
It's a company out of Michigan, I believe.
It is. It's doesn't say what town. Rochester.
That's near Detroit, right?
Yes. And they spin, which is kind of nice, and they're. What are they? Not like 8-sided or 6-sided?
Yeah, they're not rounded. The guy, he makes them in his garage.
Yes,
he had a lot there too.
He did, and he seemed to be selling a lot. I don't know that they're my favorite, but I'll give them another chance. I don't know.
I think I would like to try it on a shawl, maybe on a fingering shawl, but the points seem pretty good. I don't typically knit with wood needles. I typically like a metal needle. Just get it off the needle. Like normally, do you have a preference normally, or what do you?
I still like my high is the best. They're sharp points, smooth join. That's still my favorite. I have to say.
I do love my signatures.
Yeah, I haven't even. I have one signature and I haven't used it yet. So
I have two, and I've used them both, and I love them both. But I like the zings also.
Yeah, I haven't tried those either. So this AJHC wools, I had some already from Yarn Garden, and I bought a couple more minis, and they're really nice people. I stood in their booth and talked to them for a while, and I don't know, I was having trouble committing to anything that day for some reason.
You didn't buy very much.
I didn't buy very much. So I got this, I got the needles and the jewelry, and I think it looks like my hair looks funny.
It?
Yeah, wow. And some deep dish pizza.
Oh yeah. So yarn and the other thing was so YarnCon started for us basically. What time did you wake up that day?
Later than you, because
I got up
you had to pick me up.
I know. I got out of bed at 3:30 in the morning.
I think I didn't get up till 4-ish.
Okay, so I got up at maybe 3:40, and then the other two people that went with us met at my house at 4:30, and then I'm about 15 minutes from Becky's, and then we came here and picked you up, and then we were at the train. The train left at 6:15 in the morning out of Toledo. So
yes,
and it was the train was running kind of slow, right?
Yeah, I think did. They did get delayed for some. I think Amtrak doesn't own the tracks, and so they don't get first priority. I think freight trains do or something. So it went a little bit slower than it could have, but it was a nice ride though.
It was nice.
I think it's like riding on the train's almost like sitting in your mama's lap. I don't know. It's soothing.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And I was able to knit. So
I did nap a little. Did you nap at all?
Not on the way there. I did.
On the way home, we both did.
Home, I kept going, oh, my mouth's open. Oh, my mouth's open.
So we were all pretty excited about on the way in. And it was a 4.5 hour trip on the train because there were a few stops along the way. And I started knitting. I don't remember what I started.
Yeah, you were knitting on the train.
Yeah, I knitted. Oh, I'm making one of these for a gift in a blue color in Rios.
Yes.
And we took this train ride because we're going to be going to Rhinebeck I hear Becky's stomach growling. We're going to Rhinebeck and we're going to take the train because it's just easier. We're going to take the train out of Sandusky, I believe, Sandusky, Ohio, and it's going to go into Albany. And then from Albany, we'll go to Rhinecliff real close to Rhinebeck. And we're going to, in the fall, we have our reservations and everything made. And so I think it's going to be a good time. Hopefully.
Fun.
I need to get my shit straight so that I'm not feeling all TMJ and all messed up all the time. So
yes,
I think, like I said, this is on the road to recovery. But you've talked about everything you bought?
Well, I got this bee bar lotion, Honey House Natural.
Let me smell that.
And that was from Toad Hollow, a whimsical creative way of life. And they had some beautiful yarn also. Handmade by Helen and Mary Beth Graham.
That's really cute.
Was their yarn, but I didn't get any of the yarn. I just got and I've used it, but I keep using the back side because I don't want to mess up the little bumblebee.
And this is like embossed also. That's really, really cute.
And it smells good. So
we need to go like on a yarn diet, and I need to go on a yarn diet because of Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
Like I need to take. I don't even know what I'm going to travel to Rhinebeck and what kind of bags I'm going to use.
Too. So that's all I bought then. At YarnCon.
And at YarnCon, so
I maybe could have bought more, but I don't know. There was some things that I really liked. I can't remember. I left what was it? Black Cat Fiber.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, that was really nice. And it was really busy.
It was that booth was crowded.
Things were busy.
And I left the card with our local yarn store, trying to get her to contact them for.
So our local yarn
supplier.
store, yeah.
Yarn Craven, Elmore. I just call it Yarn Craven.
Oops,
sorry.
Yarn Craven is
cut that out.
No longer open.
Yeah.
So
Crafty Needle, I left her the card so that she could maybe get some of their stuff in.
So so we walked around in the morning and we had part of our fan moments in the morning. The big fangirl moment with Brooklyn Boy and Cece was in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. We went to eat lunch 2 blocks away. It was Deep Dish Pizza where my hubby and we went to the same business but a different location, and it was called Lou Manier. It was like Lou something.
I was thinking Illuminati's, but I could. It's probably not.
It was really good.
And there was some food trucks at YarnCon, but one of them completely sold out before we were ready to eat, and then the other one there was a line, and by the time we came back from the pizza place, they were gone.
Yeah, so it was that was
a third food
maybe
truck
for YarnCon another food truck, or we just would plan. I mean, I would actually go back to that pizza place again. That pizza place is because if I felt better, I don't.
I'm gonna wear my rollerblade shoes next time.
So I'm a fast walker. I'm sorry. I tried to be slow, and
I used to be a really fast walker till my knees started giving me trouble, but I'm going to work on my stamina.
We are going to get our poop in one basket for
riding my bike so that,
So then we came back after lunch, and I did make a few purchases. This is Mid-Mitten Designs, and
we have purchased from them before.
That's cute. And I just thought it would be kind of cute for even my earbuds, like to keep my earbuds together in my work bag. I just thought it was cute. So I bought that, and then you know what? I didn't lose it at YarnCon like I did. I could have really lost it last weekend. So I'm not on a bag diet. I didn't claim to be on a bag diet, and I don't want any part of bag diets. Right.
This one's really cute, though.
Beautiful Sister is the name of the company, and they're on Etsy also. And this you can do all sorts of stuff with. I don't know if you can. Should I go back with it, or so was orange.
Stand up and do a presentation.
No, I don't want to do a presentation. So you could fold these sides down, and you could knit out of it
while you're walking
while
and
I'm
talking
walking.
and knitting.
Or I could on the back of the motorcycle.
There you go.
Which we call the motorcycle Jack Dempsey. We named it.
Okay.
I know we're dorks. Like, I get it, but the
That's
Jack
okay.
Dempsey is our motorcycle. And so I could knit on the back of Jack Dempsey with this.
Or you could put George Pratt.
Oh. George is a robust fella. He is not going to fit in this.
So one of the ways they showed is to like flip this around the side too. The strap.
What did they do? I forget.
They did like
Here.
this, like this. My stomach is growling again. I hope you can't hear it. Like that, so that it would stand up somehow.
Or
There,
maybe
like
all the way
that.
on the bottom. Was it all the way on the
I
bottom?
don't think it was, but you could do that. I mean,
To like support it, and then
so that you could yeah.
knit out of it like that. Or
you can tie it. I think you could tuck that in and tie the top.
yeah, she had a whole little thing, and I
she does a good demo.
I wanted a black and white one. These are the sister group. I wanted a black and white one with daisies on it, and I waited too long and I didn't buy it, which is the story of my life. But it ended up that I wanted this orange one.
Then you could tie this too.
Yeah,
Was one of the.
you could tie it that way.
Yes, I didn't get one. Maybe next year.
Yeah, so that was Beautiful Sister. And I know that Brenda at Cast On in Vermilion, Ohio, at that little yarn store there, she has some of those. But I had stopped in there yesterday, and she had. I bought a sweater quantity of something. She had those in there, but I only seen one. So I think she
What
like
color did she have? She sold out.
I don't remember. I was a little bit over. I was a little bit focused on my sweater quantity of yarn that I purchased yesterday. And then the only other thing I bought some yarn from Bunny Badger is the name of the yarn. Wow, I hear your stomach.
I know.
So this is called Gigi's Hugs, because everybody knows Gigi made it.
That's our next thing. I mean, that's when we hope to.
Oh,
we want a Gigi hug.
Yeah, wonder like I'll be total fangirl. I don't know what kind of
Someday.
dance I'm gonna do for you, Gigi, but
It's funny. We want to meet the grocery girls and Gigi. A lot of G's going on.
the grocery girls, yeah, everybody wants to meet the grocery
I'm
girls.
sure there's
so.
more we want to meet too. But
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who
Knit
else do I
City.
watch? The Naughty Knitwits. I like.
Oh, yeah,
I'd like to
yes.
meet them also.
yes,
So this was the only yarn, my only yarn acquisition from YarnCon, which, like,
I know we did terrible there.
that really it was
Hardly.
overwhelming, and really we were visiting with people and talking, and there
We
was
were
a lot of
starstruck.
there's a lot of chit chat going on. So
Yes,
that
yeah.
was
and we got to see our friends, the cat,
from the my favorite
Claire and Cat from
our yarn.
What Not?
Why not?
Why Not?
Why not
Sorry.
fiber?
We're scatterbrained this time.
And if you guys are watching, we're trying to get our yarn store in Elmore, Ohio, to carry your
Yes, are
yarn.
you taking
So
new clients?
so maybe we should sidebar this and send you
Yeah.
guys a message or something.
Yes. Is that your stomach?
That's my stomach growling now. Apparently, I should be eating. I'm trying to look at our little 3
Never
pie.
gonna
Okay.
stop coughing. Oh yeah.
Did you have? So that was that.
Yes. Do you have anything in progress you want to show? Or
I
are
don't
you
think
good?
I have anything. Well,
I just
I don't
have.
have, any,
this
I don't have
one.
anything new in progress right now.
I have this, which it's not really new, but it needs done.
That's the blanket that I talked you into buying?
Yes.
It's cute.
Just a simple little, maybe car seat blanket or
a little traveling blanket.
My pretty little.
That's her birthday gift.
Present.
Your birthday is 2 months away.
Yes.
A little less than 2 months away, but I already have my gift too, so.
So, and then did you show that before what you're wearing? Have you showed that?
I think I've showed this before. This is from Margaret from Heidi and Lana, because I don't have the tassels on it, so I did. This thing blocked really good though. You said
it did. Yes, her yarn blocks really nicely.
Oh, this was a fun knit to. This was so fun to do. Well, so
wait, where's the tassels?
I didn't make them. I'm gonna get around to it one of these days. So I'm actually on the train to YarnCon. I started it with some Rios. This is a gift for somebody.
And now this is Rios.
That's Rios.
Okay.
It's like called Cowboy or something like that. I don't remember.
Like that.
It's a new color that's
so
this
pretty.
year. So I think I bought this at Yarn Envy.
So your sweater quantity is going to be 4. Is that going to be what you're going to wear to?
I'm hoping
Rhinebeck?
that it's going to be a Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah, I'm going to do the boxy for Rhinebeck. We'll see.
Well, it is
something that's not too bad to do.
It's sort of my goal to have 2 Rhinebeck sweaters finished. That is a lofty goal for this girl. I know that.
You can do it. Lemongrass, is that the other one you're going to do?
Lemongrass by Hohe.
I love that pattern. I have it, but I haven't. That long growl in my stomach. I have on a shawl that I made for my mom not too long before she passed away. And I just wear it now and then, but it is a Plymouth Yarn Company worsted merino superwash.
That's the pretty. Yeah, I like that.
I'm not sure which yarn I bought for it because it's been a while, but
very pretty.
That's all I have. I don't know.
So that was our adventures for this podcast that we're going to talk about. What upcoming adventures? So I think our next will probably be Great Lakes Fiber Festival, right?
Could be.
Yeah. So probably it's some time away, a month and a half away. Great Lakes Fiber Festival, Worcester, Ohio. Very nice. So Sunday morning is our plan. So if you guys see us or whatever, want to talk, chit chat, offer us some podcasting advice. Like we know we.
Oh. Yes. Oh. This is our giveaway when we get to 100 subscribers. Project bag and some yarn from Creatively Altered, and you can find more of her yarn at the Crafty Needle.
Mm-hmm. And Becky makes the bags. Ohio.
And
our little Progress Keeper. Becky made those 2 little pearls in the pod.
2 pearls in a pod. And as soon as we get up to 100 subscribers, we're having the giveaway.
We have something in the hole for 200 subscribers, but we were not going to talk about that yet. We need to get to the first one.
Yes.
And also the bags. You still have the bags at the shop also?
I do have bags at
Crafty Needle in Elmore, Ohio. She sells those.
Yep.
So if you are interested in those, could always give Becky a shout out also.
Yep. And Crafty Needle has a Facebook page.
Thursday night knit group.
Yep.
From 6 p to 8 p.m.
Which there's people there knitting all day Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till 8 at night.
But I have one of those jobs that keeps me there. I can only be there in the evening, so
yes,
I have to go to my job on that day. So,
right.
But other than that, I don't think we have anything else.
Yes.
We will see you in a couple of weeks then.
All right. Make sure to subscribe so we can get 100 so we can give our giveaway.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.